In our last episode, we made the rounded corners for the reinforced bulkheads. And then we got the coach roof cut out. Suddenly, we were aboard an airplane, ready to go to the island Crete in Greece. We spent the days on the beach, swimming and snorkeling. And in the evenings we walked to the old part of the town Chania, which has a beautiful Venetian port. One week later, we were back to the quiet Sunhill farm.
So we're back at the farm after a much needed week-long vacation. It's been really nice just taking a break from the build, recharging our batteries, and now we're back. And like I said in the last episode, the next step now is to build the coach roof, the deck, and then the combing the sides of the coach roof. And it will be a challenge, lots of details. So what I'm going to do today is to start preparing those inserts where we have the chain plates for the D1 lowers and all the other details that we have on this. And also, of course, prepare all the glass and the vacuum bagging material. And probably I need to do some alterations to the table, because I want to laminate this whole piece as one piece, and the table isn't big enough for it. So that's the plan for today. It's already pretty late. We got back home late last night, or early this morning actually. So it's already noon now, but I hope I can get something done today.
We will borrow 4 sheep from our neighbors, and they will be walking on this area here that we haven't used. It's gonna be so much fun. So we have bought this electric fence especially for sheep. So Vera and I are going to put it up now.
pappa ska berätta att jag ska börja skolan.
I just want to take the opportunity to thank everyone who supports these videos. It is thanks to you that we can put in all the time it takes to film and edit the videos in order to share the building process. If you enjoy our videos as much as a show on Netflix, we would be so happy if you would consider to support our channel on Patreon. Find the link in the description below.
Okay, so all the prep work is now done for this quite big piece. It's 2.6 square meters per side, so quite a lot of glass going on there, especially with these G10 inlays for where the brackets are going for the D1 lowers. In total, 15 kilos of epoxy on just this piece. Yeah, this is one thing that I'm not going to miss once we're finished with all these big pieces, big lamination jobs like this. All the prep work, it takes so much time. And it often ends up like this, that you work the whole day thinking that you might get it in the bag before you go to bed. But then it goes a bit slower than you think, and then yeah, you end up like this. Everything is prepared, but it's really late and you're already tired. And the thing is, if you start with this in the morning, you can't do anything with that piece during that day. You have to wait until the next day before you can start working with that piece. So yeah, it's a bit frustrating. But I think it's best to go to bed, start fresh tomorrow, and maybe I'll work on those beams instead during daytime and do this in the evening. All right. I think I have decided to go for it now, get this done, because it's still quite cool out here. It's still below 20. I think it's around 18 degrees right now. Yeah, the biggest challenge now will be, as always, speed. So I have to be really sure that I have everything prepared before I mix up the first batch, because I need to work really fast if I'm going to get this done correctly. Whew, yeah, that was a lot of work. But I think it went well. It took just over 1.5 hours to get everything in the bag. I think these pucks are staying within reason, the temp. Yeah, I don't know if this is the biggest panel I have done so far, but it's pretty close, I would guess. And the shape of this is pretty hard to work with. It's almost as long as it is wide, so it's hard to reach in the middle, and doesn't fit very well with this vacuum bag material that I have. So I had to use 2 pieces to having tape on all 4 corners, and pretty tight here on the edges. So I had to crawl on the floor here to get the tape in place on this side. So I can feel that now in my back. So the rest of the day I will continue working on those beams, and maybe I can get everything installed tomorrow.
Välkomna till Solbacken! Fina! Han börjar äta direkt. Hej gullisar! Ja, välkomna hit! It's a sheep mom and her triplets. Vera has named them Ullis, Cuckoos, Mix and Gråis. With the sheep settled in, Johan continued working on getting the beams laminated. Har ni sovit gott? Har ni massa god mat här nu? Ja! Hej!
Hej Ulli!
Late in the evening, Johan managed to get up the coach roof and put it in place.
Today will be a day full of measurements and checking and double checking, triple checking that we have this piece now in the correct position in all directions. So I'm going to double check that the whole boat is definitely in the correct position, so it doesn't, that it's level in all planes, fore and aft and from side to side, before I start measuring where we have this deck piece. Because the boat and the waterline of the boat is the reference point that I'm using to get this piece to be in the correct position in relation to the boat. And once I have this panel in the correct position, it's time to get those deck beams of carbon fiber that I made, glued in as well, because they will help this panel to get the correct bend to it. Like I said before, it's not a lot. It's only like 15 millimeters at the center line. So really not a lot. You can hardly see it. And I checked it before I lifted the panel up here yesterday, and it's not a problem to get those 15 millimeters in there. I mean, this panel is very stiff and rigid, but 15 millimeters won't be a problem even if we have all the glass on here. And I guess that's because the glass is running as an X across this in that direction and then across like that, plus minus 45 degrees. So having a slight bend straight across will be okay and not to put too much stress in the glass. So this whole thing is slowly taking shape, step by step. And yeah, it was a lot of work doing this panel, and will probably be a lot of work today to just get it exactly where it's supposed to be. But the next step will be a harder challenge, and that will be the front piece, as I said before. It's quite hard actually lining up a small laser like this when you have a long line that you want to follow with the laser. The movement that you can do on the laser to line everything up over 15 meters are so small. Okay, the boat looks like it's level from side to side. It's within 1 millimeter. Yeah, everything looks okay from side to side. So now I just need to check that it's in level lengthwise as well. And I have a few reference points up here as well that I can use that I know corresponds to the waterline plane. Okay, so the boat sits horizontal according to the waterline in all directions. So now we can start taking measurements against the Coachroof deck here.
It took the better part of the day to do all the measurements. It's crazy really how much time it takes. Vera and Johan ended the day with a bike ride in our neighborhood and said hi to all the animals. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and we hope to see you again next week.